everyone! Last week you may have seen that I asked you to ask me some questions, so this week I'm going to be doing a Q&A video. For this video I actually received over 200 questions, which is absolutely insane. Thank you so much for not leaving me hanging. I'm literally just going to read the questions off of the comments of the video, so let's go! The first question is, what is your favourite book? And my favourite book is If I Stay by Gail Forman. Even though it was still good, I didn't like the film as much as I liked the book. I just felt like it didn't go into enough detail and it wasn't how I imagined it in my head. What products do you use for your hair when washing it? It's always gorgeous. Oh, thanks. Currently I'm using this Renewing Argan Oil of Morocco shampoo and conditioner. I haven't been using it for that long. Ever since I got my hair cut I've been using this. But I was really pleasantly surprised at how good these are. They were £6 each from Boots, so I'm pretty happy with those. Lucy says, am I your fave yet? Lucy, you have always been my fave. A lot of people ask this one, what are your summer plans? To be honest, I don't really know. I know that we're going to be going on holiday somewhere, but we don't know where to go. We can't decide. So this is what I'm going to ask you to do. If you've been on holiday anywhere really nice, and specifically any hotels that are in that really nice place, please let me know. Maybe in the comments below, or drop me a tweet, drop me a message any way you can, and just say, Hannah, this place is really nice. This is a really nice hotel. Go there. And I'll be like, thanks, and then off I'll jet. Probably not going to work like that, but... and other summer plans. I don't want to, but I'm going to start driving this summer. I'm so scared. I'm going to die. I'm actually going to die. But another thing is, I want to sit with one of my friends, don't really care who, any one of my friends, and sit there of a starry night, sit in the garden, look at the stars and talk about life. Like, have a really deep life chat. Which Disney princess do you think you're most like? I actually don't really think I'm like any Disney princess. Recently I have been told that I am very princessy. I understand what you meant in the way that I'm polite, but other than that, no, I'm not very princessy. If I had to choose, probably Anna. Is she even a princess? I don't know. Because she's like really clumsy and I'm really clumsy and we're just not very princessy, both of us, so I'm going to say Princess Anna actually. I'm happy with that answer. In which country do you want to travel the most? I go through phases of where I really want to go. At the minute it's Indonesia or Cambodia. I saw Bryan Lanning go to Cambodia. You might know him from Daily Bumps. And he went there and he made a really good video on it and I was like, I really want to do that. I want to go and see all the people living in Cambodia and I want to do things for this charity and help these people and give them water, and that sounds really like an obvious thing. But they don't have that and I just want to experience like proper culture. Because England is quite a rich country. Though it may not look it all the time, at least we have clean water and roofs over our heads and clothes on our back and stuff. And I would quite like to experience what it's like for those people that don't have that. And I know it wouldn't be a pleasant experience. I already am grateful for the things I have, but I think seeing those people and what they have to go through would make me put things into perspective more. So it's a bit of a weird answer, but I'd like to go somewhere that's not such a rich country. Sorry if I've moved a little bit or look a little bit different. I've had such a dilemma with this video, it's unreal. Basically, I filmed for 2 hours straight, came to edit the footage, and 4 minutes of that 2 hours was in focus. The rest of it, you couldn't even tell if I was me or Obama, it was that blurry. But let's just continue, you know, I'm over it. It's fine, it's happened, it's cool. Not that I've had to make myself try and look the same and get it in exactly the same position. It's probably not looking the same, but I'm over that. Quite a few people ask me questions about my career and stuff, so I'm just going to delve on into that category now. What A-levels are you taking? I am taking media, creative writing and business studies. I was also taking psychology back in September, but I dropped that a couple of months in because that was way too deep for my mindset. What is your dream job / career path / what do you want to do with your life in general? Well, let me tell you. For the past 3 to 4 years I wanted to go into media production, so producing TV shows, films, radio, anything like that. But when I got to A-level I took completely the wrong media course. I should have done something more specific like media production, which probably sounds obvious, but instead I took general media studies and we have done no TV production whatsoever. So it has completely put me off of doing media, which is really sad because I wanted to do that for so long and I was so sure that I wanted to do it. But the other day I had an epiphany. So I still take business studies and I really enjoy business studies. And everyone laughs when I tell them this because they don't take me as a serious businesswoman, but I have figured out what I want to do with my life. Basically, I want to go into hotel management. So in the long run, I would absolutely love to have my own chain of luxury hotels all around the world. And I know that sounds like such a long shot, and I know it would be so hard, and I know it would be very stressful, and I know it's not going to be easy, but I feel like if I really worked at it, I could achieve that, and I think I would personally be quite a good hotel manager. Everyone laughs. Why do they laugh when I tell them I want to run a hotel? I can see you laughing now. I can see you smirking behind that lens. Basically, I just want to be one of those women who jets off to a new country every day, and when they walk in, everyone in the hotel is like, oh, she's here. That's what I want to do. Life advice with Hannah. What is the best and worst thing about the first year of A-levels? The best thing... if you find that out, please let me know. And the worst thing is like the amount of work, the deadlines, and just generally there is so much pressure that comes with doing A-levels. And it's not just the subjects either, it's a lot of things on top of that. But one of the things I've found the hardest is, I've never really spoken about this before, but for someone who gets nervous in social situations, I've found that really difficult with sixth form because I found that it's been a lot more social than I expected it to be. I feel like now I'm gradually sort of settling in, but I'm just not the same as everyone else who goes to sixth form. You know, I don't like going out to parties at the weekends and stuff like that. So I think the social side is what I found most difficult, but I feel like I'm finally getting better with that now. I don't want to go into too much depth really because, I don't know, I just don't feel like it's not that kind of video. If you could make up an emoji, what would it be? I would definitely make a little giraffe. Because I'm quite tall, I'm 5'6", I don't know, is that quite tall? And when someone asks me what emoji I want next to my name in their contacts, I wish I could say the giraffe because that is just me. I am the giraffe of the group of friends. So I wish I could say the giraffe, but I just have to say something really basic like have the one that's like this. And I'm not about that life. If you had a rewind, pause and fast forward button in your life, which moments would you use each feature on? This is a good question. I wouldn't pause it on anything that's happened in my life so far or is currently happening because I feel like I've got such big moments to come. So I think I would pause it on my wedding day when I'm in the place of marriage. Is that the right word for it? Wherever I get married, like when I'm there and about to get married, that's when I like to pause it because you only see your wedding from your perspective, don't you? So I would love to pause it and then have that little thing that there is on Google Maps, you know, when you can look all around. So I'd pause it and then look all around the church or Disneyland Castle, which is where I do want to get married, so. And I'd like zoom in on people's faces and, oh, that would just be great. I would love that. I would rewind probably just to generally around the age of 8 because how nice was it when you came home from school and you just put on Lizzie McGuire and ate an ice lolly and you had no responsibilities attached at all. So that would be the time I would rewind to. And I would fast forward. I actually wish this existed because I would 100% use this. I wish I could fast forward to the time where I'm like settled and I've got a family and a secure job because I just can't be bothered with the lead up to that, you know, I just want to be there. Are you going to VidCon? This is a very difficult question for me and it makes me very emotional because no, basically I'm not. Because I live in England and we have like Summer in the City and that is the only convention. And we all know Playlist and VidCon are where it's really at. But one day you can hold me to this, I will be across the pond in the presence of Grace Helbig. Mark my words. Someone asks, who do you look up to? This is a hard question actually because I look up to quite a lot of people for different reasons, but if I had to pick one, I think I would choose Emma Watson. I've got a little picture of her up on my wall here in a frame, that's really sad. I just think like because she's got such a good career at such a young age, she's like one of the wealthiest people ever, let's be honest. She got A's and A stars in her GCSEs and A-levels while she was filming Harry Potter. How is that even possible? And she started He for She campaign. I just think, what a woman. You know? What a woman. A lot of people ask me this as well, and I'm not really sure why, but they said, who is your favourite YouTuber, or who are your top 5 YouTubers, or a question along those lines. I would say that my favourites are, number 1 is definitely Saucony Jolies. I absolutely love them. I've mentioned that way too many times before. I also love Hannah and Steph Michalak. Their videos are not even like vlogs, they are works of art. I also recently discovered Ellie and Jared. They're basically like the American version of the Saucony Jolies, and they just had a little baby called Calvin, and he's so cute. Babies just make me want to squish all soft and fluffy things ever. I also really like Alexis Jezel's style of video. I think she's really funny. And probably Jamie Curry. Jamie Curry is so cool. I want to be as cool as her one day. If you could only live off of 2 fruits and 2 vegetables, what would they be? Mango, pineapple, broccoli, and onions. Aren't you glad you know that information now? Do you think you'll still be doing YouTube in 3 years' time? That's really difficult because you can't judge what's going to happen, but I like to think that if I'm still enjoying making videos and you're still enjoying watching my videos, and even if making videos is still a thing, then I like to hope that I'm still doing it. I mean, if I enjoy it as much in 3 years' time as I do now, then I would definitely still be doing it. But who knows? What influenced you to start YouTube? My own boredom. I really wish I had a more meaningful answer for this question, but I don't. I was literally just bored, and then Fabulous Hannah was born. And that was that. Someone asked, when is your birthday? My birthday is on August the 13th, 1-3. It's not unlucky, is it? Because I was born on the 13th. I will be 17 and I'll be starting to drive, so I'll probably die about a week after my 17th birthday. That's fun. Saying that though, I drove for the first time the other day and I didn't stall, which was good, and I didn't die, which was a plus, and I didn't kill the instructor, which was pretty decent. What curling iron do you use to curl your hair? I use either the Babyliss soft curl barrel thing, you know, the ones that suck your hair in. Yeah, they're really scary, but it's really good. Or the Babyliss waving wand, depending on how much time I've got really. Can you say I love Abby please? I love Abby please. What would your dream holiday be? My dream holiday would be somewhere where I can sit on the beach and have drinks brought to me and have strawberries on sticks, but then I could also go into like the depths of the country and chat to locals and eat meals off of rugs on the floor and experience their actual culture and eat local foods and stuff like that. So I think a nice mixture between those two things would be like my dream holiday. That's quite a weird answer for a 16-year-old girl. Do you have any tips on how to start up a YouTube channel? I would say bite the bullet and do it, because everyone thinks about doing it for so long and then they put themselves off because they just think about it too much. I would also say create good content that you enjoy creating, and that is the main thing, because if you enjoy doing it, that will shine through in your videos and people are going to enjoy your videos more if you're enjoying making them. Also upload videos consistently and don't expect to have subscribers queuing at your door from the word go, because it takes time to build up an audience. Have you ever considered vlogging on a regular basis? I have vlogged for a grand total of 1 week of my life. But guess who's vlogging this week? Woo, yeah! But yes, I would definitely like to vlog more in the summer maybe. Are you the kind of person to leave revision until the last minute, or are you prepared? Really, I'm both, because I can't revise for months in advance. I have such a bad memory that if I did that, I would just forget everything that I revised anyway. So I do leave it until the last minute, but I organise it, I prepare it, so I cram in an organised manner. I like this question. What was your reaction when you saw you were on Gabby's video? At first I was like, oh my god. And then I was like, what? And I was like, why? And I was like, oh my god. And then I thought, so many new people are going to come to my channel now. And then I was like, what if they don't like me? What if they think I'm annoying? Then I was like, oh my god. And then I was like, what? And then a final time I was like, oh my god. How did you feel when you hit 10,000 subscribers? As in, what was the first word that came to your head? The first word I thought was, what? And then I nearly cried. Do you have any tips on staying positive about school when in reality you hate it? I feel you. I have got this down. You have to think about the long run and how school is going to be beneficial to you, because at the end of the day, You don't go to school to make friends. You don't go to school to try and be the popular one. You don't go to school for social reasons. You go to school purely to learn and to get an education to help you in your future career. So I think you've just got to focus on the future. I mean, like when you're settled down with a family and a secure job, you're not going to be thinking, oh, I remember that time those girls laughed at me in science, or I remember that time when I wasn't the popular one. None of that is going to matter, because as long as you've got your education and you've got the grades you deserve, then you're going to have a good job that you're happy with. And at the end of the day, what is the meaning of life other than to be happy in what you're doing? That got a little bit too deep, but basically focus on the future and try and ignore all the little things that seem like big things, because trust me, when it comes down to it, none of those little things matter. On a slightly lighter note, someone said, do you have any secret talents? I do. I may not look like a flexible person, but I am. I don't mean the kind of flexible that's like I can do the splits and stuff. I mean more like I can curl up in a really tiny ball, that's about it. In my opinion, I am a very flexible person. Where did you get your pineapple bed sheets? All of this on my bed is from Primark. Somebody else said, can you do a room tour soon? If I could raise one eyebrow, that's what I'd be doing right now. And I'm gonna do this as the final question. Where do you see yourself in 10 years' time? To be honest, I have no idea, but as long as I'm surviving and as long as I'm not homeless, I don't really mind. My plan is just to see where life takes me, because then I can never be disappointed, can I? So that is it for this Q&A. If you would like me to do another one, give this video a big thumbs up. I really hope you enjoyed it. Remember to leave in the comments below any good places to go on holiday, because that would be really handy and I would love you forever. If this is the first video you've seen of mine, I'm sorry. But please subscribe anyway, whether it's through sympathy or you actually enjoyed this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye!